I've been worried for a long time about how YouTube's inconsistent enforcement of its content policies would eventually affect bands. As someone that's in a band who's put out songs on topics like suicide and drug abuse, it's always in the back of my mind that, hey, maybe they might take this down. But it hasn't happened, or at least I haven't seen it happen to us or anybody else until now. It looks like the band King 810 is the canary in the fucking coal mine with this situation, because they just had their video for a song called Killem All removed. And what's especially troubling to me is YouTube's stated reason for why it was removed. You see, this video, although it was removed from YouTube, you can still watch it on Vimeo, and if YouTube had said that they removed it for graphic violence, I can see that because the video literally shows people getting shot to death, at least if it's the same version that's available on Vimeo. That would be consistent with policies and things I've seen them do in the past. But they didn't remove the video for graphic violence. According to YouTube, they removed the video because it contained hate speech. Hate speech, according to YouTube, is defined as content that promotes violence against or has the primary purpose of inciting hatred against individuals or groups based on certain attributes such as race or ethnic origin, religion, disability, gender, age, veteran status, sexual orientation, or gender identity. And underneath their listing of groups it says, there is a fine line between what is and what is not considered to be hate speech. For instance, it is generally okay to criticize a nation state, but if the primary purpose of the content is to incite hatred against a group of people solely based on their ethnicity, or if the content promotes violence based on any of these core attributes like religion, it violates our policy. Now, although King 810's video does contain violence, there, at least as far as I can see, contains no violence against any specific group, no incitement against any specific group, race, religion, anything like that. It's just chaotic violence. And the only written commentary in the video is a list of crime statistics from Flint, Michigan, which a lot of their songs are about. The band members have been in and out of jail and had to deal with a lot of crime coming up in Flint, Michigan, and a lot of their music revolves around that topic. And that brings us to the lyrical content, because as far as I can see, none of the visual content contains anything that I would consider, or by YouTube's own definition, could be considered hate speech. So the lyrics for the song are as follows. Put your back against the wall, ready your weapon, tonight they try to kill us all, but we won't let them. If I should fall, tell my mother that I tried, and I'll do the same for you if you die. 'Cause when the chips are down, there is no backing down. So pretty clearly, especially knowing the context of the band, this song is telling a story about some kind of gang violence or a conflict between factions. It refers to a them, but there is no them specified as a race, religion, or any of the groups that YouTube specified as being targets of hate speech. It's just a vague them. Most of the lyrics for the rest of the song are just bang, 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 kill 'em all, kill 'em all, kill 'em all, and there's a few lines inserted like, who's gonna stop us now? Gun them down, hang their fucking bodies down the halls. Which I guess maybe the reference to hanging might be where YouTube is seeing hate speech, but that doesn't really make much sense, because once again, there's no group being specified here. Cut them down, let them fall, fuck them all. There's no law in this land, we just kill them all. I'm about to kill them all. Who's gonna stop us now? It's me against the world, but I brought some friends with me, and they don't have no problem killing any of you for me. And that's the end of the song, that's the end of the lyrics. And obviously there's like a lot of violence in those lyrics, but no groups targeted, nobody singled out for hate speech, yet YouTube banned this for hate speech. So does this really mean that any kind of violent content, any kind of violent lyrics at all are considered hate speech now by YouTube? If that's the case, and it's very well possibly the case, then that has really bad ramifications for the genres of metal and hardcore, which have a good percentage of the songs revolving around violence. And once again, classifying it in that way still doesn't make that much sense, considering that they have a separate policy for violent content. That would have come up as violent content, graphic violence, something like that, not hate speech. And then you have to ask, why this song, why now? Because it's not a new song. This song came out in 2014, and it's not as if this is some small garage band that was under their radar. Like, I know a lot of people who watch my channel, they don't necessarily listen to this kind of music, but King 810, they're on Roadrunner Records, they have a decent-sized following. Some of their songs have over 1 million views on YouTube, so they're not they're not off the radar. And that band, being as controversial as they are, and frankly a lot of people just don't fucking like them, I would be shocked if nobody up until this point had ever tried flagging their music videos. And if someone flagged their music videos, someone who works for YouTube will be forced to manually review and up until this point, approve the video. So what's changed now? If you ask me, I think this is YouTube overcorrecting for the Logan Paul bullshit. As the same reason, if you saw the Tide Pod story I covered yesterday, they have anime YouTubers getting banned for mentioning the Tide Pod memes. I think YouTube now, they got spooked by advertisers getting upset about the Logan Paul showing a dead body situation. So now, rather than seeing the direct cause and effect between that isolated incident, they're thinking, oh, this is like, now we have to sanitize the entire platform further. Hopefully I'm wrong and these are just, isolated incidents of YouTube acting stupidly, but I really fear that this is a trend towards further sanitation of the platform. And now that it's affecting music, if this is the case, if this is the trend, metal and hardcore are going to be hurt really fucking bad by this. And if anybody watching this knows of any other bands, musicians having their content pulled off of YouTube for this kind of reasoning, let me know in the comments section. Anyway, until next time, everybody get fucked.